Hi, everybody. I wanted to jump on here and tell you a little bit what's going on currently with the World Series of Board Gaming, which is happening in September. If you don't have your tickets, you can get your tickets now using the code IAMIN to still save a little bit of money off of your ticket. But I wanted to talk about what's happening in the off season, what we are hard at work at accomplishing. If you are not signed up for our newsletter, you should, because you also get these updates from our chairman of the board, John Hagmeyer, which if you've been to the event, you know who John is. He's the guy who's running around handing out prizes, and he always writes up a little monthly recap of what's going on. And so I wanted to touch on that. I also wanted to tell you all about the fun events that are happening through the World Series of Board Gaming. We have some updates in terms of the satellite tournaments and additional WSBG events that you can participate in. So if you are attending Dice Tower West, you can head to our local events section as well to see a whole bunch of local events that are happening. If you're attending Dice Tower West, that is happening March 5th to 9th, and you haven't gotten your ticket to participate in the WSBG mini tournament, well, you can win yourself a stay and play to attend the event. That's a full 4 entries into the competition. You can head on over to our website and click on the local events tab, or just go to local event partners in the URL. But we have some qualifying events. Dice Tower West is happening this week, and if you haven't gotten your tickets, you should go and purchase a ticket to compete in a little mini tournament of WSBG, same structure as WSBG. You'll participate in your single game, and then you will enter into the semifinals and the finals, where you will play a random game out of the 16 that you haven't won, testing your board gaming skills, getting ready, shaking the dust off, keeping the training going as you prepare for September. So if you want to do anything in these mini tournaments, these qualifier events, I ran one at Level Up in Woodbridge, New Jersey. We had a great turnout. Shout out to Jeremy Ellis, who won that competition. Jeremy had participated in the year before. His son made it to the finals the year before, and then he was the one who made it to the finals and took it home this year and walked away with a ticket to the event. Dice Tower West, I will be there running the mini competition where you can win a stay and play to Dice Tower West. You can win your entry into Dice Tower West 2026, or you can also win your entry into KublaCon. KublaCon, which happens in San Francisco, they offered up a couple of passes to their event as well. All these conventions working together because they are going to be running the official Western Satellite Tournament, which I'll talk about the satellite events in a second. I still want to give a huge shout out to Breakout Con. I will be there as well in Toronto, Ontario, on March 14th to the 16th. We almost have a full tournament all signed up. So if you're going to Breakout Con, make sure you come and you see me there. You can get on the wait list as well. Milwaukee, Adepticon has moved to Milwaukee. I'm not going to be there, but they're going to be running an event as well where you can win vouchers and tickets to the event. And then also Turbulence Games, who we have worked with before. They ran a little mini tournament. They have a tournament as well that's happening in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's May 2nd to the 4th. And this isn't added to the thing yet. We're just finalizing the details, but I should be going back to Geekway to the West. Shout out to Geekway to the West, May 15th to the 18th in St. Louis, Missouri, which if you're in the St. Louis area, was a fabulous time. If you want to, again, brush up on your skills, do some training, work in the format, and just have a good time and hang out with people, it's a really great time. And I love seeing people who I meet at these local conventions come to WSBG. The winner of Dice Tower West's competition, made it to the Azul final table. Also, the previous year's Azul final table, Danielle Wallace, who also made the finals 2 years in a row at the Dice Tower West competition, made it to the Azul final table. We had Ross, who won back in 2023. He made it to the final of the Ticket to Ride table. You don't have to be a heavy gamer. You can just enjoy playing games. There are games of all weights in every competition. And you never know if you're going to go on a run, which I think is pretty cool. But we also have huge news for the western region of the USA. This is our satellite tournament. So if you missed it, PrezCon hosted a satellite tournament February 13th to the 16th. If you missed it, you can head over to WSBG's Instagram, where that's where we did our posting as well, of all the winners of everyone who played at PrezCon. And so how a satellite tournament is structured, and I'll do a designated video on this for those of you who are interested, but I'll give you the brief breakdown right now, is that we have mini tournaments of each game, and each winner of these games, which I will move myself over here to not cut people off, each winner of these games will get a bye, a first round bye in the main event. That means that is one round that you do not have to participate in. You have earned your spot into the second round. And so a huge shout out goes out to all of our winners that happened to win over in the PresCon satellite tournament. And we are doing another one, because that was on the eastern side. We're doing another one, the western side, and we've partnered with KublaCon in San Francisco, just outside San Francisco. Burlingame, California is where it is. It's about a 40-minute train ride was how, or public transit was how I took into going to San Francisco and walk around and see it when I was there. But I will be there running that event as well. And so what it will be is there will be 16 tournaments. And if you win that tournament, you're going to win a first round bye in the main event. This is exclusive to the West Coast. It's the only one that's going to happen on the West Coast as well. So if you want to give yourself that extra little sleeping time, of course, you won't get to walk in with the cool entrance music, but you could show up. You could show up for our big walk-in music and high-five John as we play a thematic song for every game as we want to get everybody pumped up going in. You can do that. But if you happen to be on the West Coast and you couldn't attend PresCon, this is another opportunity to do that as well. We also have a satellite tournament that's happening in Asia, and as we expand the WSBG, we obviously want to expand these events as well. But these will be limited events because we can't offer a first-round bye to everybody. It's a pretty friggin' great thing to play for, and you'll also walk away with money off your ticket too, to make sure that we can help you get there. In addition so we have 3 breakdowns essentially of events that are happening. You can always check out our website. As soon as we add more, we will add them to, once we have like official confirmation, we will add them to the website in our partner event. We have the satellite tournaments where you can play for that first round bye. We have the qualifying events, the regional qualifiers, the mini tournaments where you will play in the same structure as WSBG. You'll get that random element to it, which I think is fun. It's one of my favorite parts about the format and structure of WSBG itself. And oftentimes, you can see me there. Yeah, I'll do 3 of these. Yeah, so oftentimes that works. I'll throw Geekway into the mix. I love traveling and going to those places. Then we also have game store competitions. So if you are a game store and you want to host what we like to refer to as the road to WSBG, a few game stores are doing this where they will host a weekly WSBG night at their store. And maybe they'll do the Wingspan tournament that day. Maybe they'll do the White Castle tournament that day. Get people coming back. A lot of them have a really great structure of getting people into the finals. And then the final week at the end of like 17 weeks, which game stores you better start it. Time's a ticking. But it's great. You can drop it and you can do it whatever structure you want. Get people coming back to your store and having a great community event. And then we'll work with you to give you a discount on a stay and play ticket that you can offer as a grand prize. All of these game stores are partnering with us. They are doing their own sort of WSBG training events. And so if they're local to you or close to you, check it out. Might be a fun place to go and to practice and to try out and to just play with gamers who also want to be there for the competition of it all, while still maintaining that friendly WSBG atmosphere that we are so proud that we've cultivated. So that's what's going on. We're trying to do these sort of local conventions and meetups. I'm always on the lookout for reaching out and for organizing other things or empowering conventions to run their own events under the WSBG banner that we can then promote and publicize on our end as well. So if you know a convention that you want me to reach out to, I'll reach out to them and we'll see if we can get something going, even if I'm not available to go and run it. Let's go back to John's newsletter update though. He also was talking about this really fun thing that we're going to have this year that's going to be new, which is the prize wall. We've wanted to build out this prize wall for a while because John likes to go rogue and give out prizes, and we need a designated spot for him to have a whole bunch of prizes. You can go up, there'll be a bunch of games there, there'll be a bunch of stuff, cool promo items, whatever. And if your ticket comes out, we'll have morning raffles. You go and you get yourself something from the prize wall. It's as simple as that. So they don't call me Johnny Christmas for nothing. We might even rename Tuesday to Prize Wallapalooza. 100%. You're going to want to stay till the last day, because when John realizes he's been too conservative at giving away tickets, we going crazy. The prize wall is going to be empty at that final ceremony. So we're working hard to work with publishers to make sure that there are a lot of fun things that people can have access to, and so that everybody can walk home with something as well. If you attended WSBG, you know that our swag bags were good. They were good. They had a bunch of games in them. And then we also sold off excess games that weren't going to be in the competition at our store for super cheap. It's a great place for a deal, which the other YouTube channel that I run would be interested in talking about. Also, now we have changed all of the Outer Ring games into Phoenix games. This was a requested feature. There'll be little mini games that will have $5 buy-in, $25 buy-in. Maybe we'll have a high rollers table if we want, right? We want to simulate that sort of Vegas experience in the board gaming aspect. We don't need you to go out and put 20 on black and blackjack. Why don't you throw 20 on yourself and Wingspan, you know, and maybe you'll walk away with $200. We gave away $8,000 in cash. Well, I think from the Phoenix games, that's what they paid out. And so people just walked home with fistfuls of cash, which I think is really cool, and it was a pretty big hit from most of the feedback that we were getting, and so we've opted to change the Outer Ring games into just these Phoenix tournaments across the board. Of course, there will always still be the Dice Tower Open Gaming Library, and there will also be potentially some other like national tournaments. Those won't be changed, but anything that was like an Outer Ring, we're just lumping them all into Phoenix, so that if you wanted to participate in that sort of structure, we have a structured tournament. And if you don't want the structured tournament, we have unstructured play in the play area as well. But I think it's cool. I really like the Phoenix games. I like that it was a big hit amongst people. We want to do like a werewolf structured Phoenix tournament, which would be sweet. I know John loves his Liar's Dice. Like anything. We just want it to be like fun things that it's like buying a lottery ticket, you know? You throw down a couple bucks, maybe walk away with 100, right? Maybe you walk away with 200, 500, who knows? But I think it's a fun structure and something that we want to talk about. And Tuesday, again, because we want to keep that excitement on the last day, we're going to make sure that the last day is filled with free Phoenix tournaments that people can enter and people can get prizes, and we'll make sure that there are prize payouts and make sure that the structure is all planned. That's to be determined, but this is just a little bit of the update. The inner workings of what we're working on behind the scenes. And also the thing that John is very excited about, and that he would be mad at me if I didn't talk about, is the title bout. You've probably seen the awesome trophies that we gave out to the WGI, the War Game Invitational. That, again, is going to be kind of lumped into like the Phoenix aspect. So we're just streamlining everything. We're making it less confusing so that we got the ring games, we got the Phoenix, we got the open gaming. That's it. Very simple. But we want a title belt. Whoever wins the most in the Phoenix tournament, you're gonna get like Phoenix points. We're gonna have a point system, and then we're gonna give away the ultimate Phoenix champion belt at the end of it. And being able to go home with this belt for the year, which you got to bring back. It's like the Big Earn, our Player of the Year award, which we gave to the most honorable, unselfish, generous player out there. Because again, that is the environment that we are committed to fostering at the WSBG, for sure. And then you can come back next year and you can be wearing the Phoenix belt all week until it is passed off or won again by you. You know, you can keep winning it year after year. But yeah, even with all this talk about the Phoenix tournament, I do want to mention that the Open Gaming Library is not going to change. We still have the best Open Gaming Library in existence. I can't wait to go run the Dice Tower West event, just because when I'm not running the event, you bet I'm going to be playing games with people. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a really good time. Also, some things to talk about are the designers we have confirmed who are coming, who you can play games with. Last year, we had a ton of designers. Matthias Viga, Asger, Min and Elwin. John D. Clare was at the finals of the Dune Imperium tournament. Paul Denon dropped by. We had a ton of people. We got new people who are coming this year, too. And hopefully we can get all of our existing designer friends to come back and to play games with people. Because that's what they want to do. Min and Elwin were demoing some secret Lost Ruins stuff that might be coming out. But we're having Jacob Frixilius, who's going to be our guest of honor, designer of Terraforming Mars. Maxime Tardif, who's the designer of Earth. They're coming out. And then Jackie Fox, who designed Rock Hard 1977. Musician Jackie Fox, they'll be coming out as well and playing games with people, and we're super thrilled. Like that's the environment also we are committed to bringing to make WSBG different and special and its own event. Is we really care about celebrating the designers. We care about celebrating the players, and we care about celebrating the designers. So we want to have an environment where you can meet the people who are responsible for creating some of your favorite games. I think that's so cool. I am an actor in my real regular life. I've done some shows and some movies and some film and TV, and I've met some cool people through that. But I'll tell you, nothing gets me fangirling more than playing a game with some of my favorite designers. Really. A-list movie stars? Who needs them? Board game designers? Let's go. That gets me stoked. And also, we have 12 of the 16 ring events that are currently going to be working on promo items. We're working to get that number up to 16 special exclusive promo items that you get just for coming and participating in the event. For Ark Nova, we had the very first ever tournament map. It's got the WSBG logo on the back. Oh, I almost spoiled what was going to happen. Okay. But I didn't. Earth, we had a playmat, and they're gonna be giving out another one of those, a different image, which is cool. Dune Imperium, we had the first ever foil card, and there's gonna be a promo coming up, Pivotal Gambit promo card, which seems like a really friggin' wicked card that you can double the rewards on a battle, but whoever wins it. So I think that's so cool. It's so exciting. I love things that have that risk and reward to them. Last year we had a new heat map that we printed out on like really solid hard cardboard. I thought it was just gonna be a play mat, but we ended up making it like an actual board, which I thought was really cool. I take that with me everywhere I go to any convention as well, so that if people want to play on it, they can, or or it can be included in the mini tournament cycling, like we had at Level Up. We had everybody play on the Las Vegas map, the specific Las Vegas. But yeah, so the ones that are confirmed right now that I can talk about are Earth and Dune Imperium Uprising. But as soon as I can, I need to stop talking about these because I give it away every time, and I don't want to give it away. Terraform Mars, we had a special promo card there as well. I don't want to give away what I want to have happen. So we're going to move on to also we're running another charity event. We like to run charity events at the event as well. The World Wildlife Federation, we had a little mini event. John and Shane and Ernie, they had a fun event before the ring games even started. The night before, there were people who came, and they just had a big zany event that apparently went off pretty well. Trivia, weird prizes, I don't know, but they're going to do another fun charity event as well, which I swung by to see a little bit of it, where John was giving out another free drink. So the first free drink's on him, and he was saying, if anyone wants another drink, and Asker, designer of heat, popped right up and went over to the bar, and I was like, you go, Asker, you go. I love that he signed it Johnny Christmas, WSBG CEO. I didn't see that the first time I was looking at it. Also, just as a note, if you haven't gotten your ticket yet, and you haven't booked your hotel, specifically the hotel, the Thursday night, the night before, that block is getting to be very full. It might be almost gone. And it's a nice thing to do to extend your stay, like especially if you're making the trip, you can extend the stay on either side. I find is a nice thing, and staying in the same room rather than having to go to one hotel and going to a different one and jumping around might be a nice thing to do as well. But hey, you find a different place to stay, that's totally cool. It's just also nice to stay in the room where it's happening. Again, at the Horseshoe Casino, that's where we're running our event next year as well. But this is just your caution. I want to make sure these rooms, they do fill up. We only have a certain block of rooms. So again, just a little reminder. Anyway, I'll call it for now. That seems like enough little tidbits of information to get you excited about. Oh, but I did want to leave off on this one thing. Let me know what sort of content you want to see on this channel. I've been practicing my White Castle and my Dune Imperium Uprising and looking and distilling strategy tips. I want to put out some strategy guides for those two games because I like having a strategy guide for every game in the tournament. Maybe I'll put one out for Red Cathedral as well, since we've had the national championship there, and I'm pretty well versed in that game. If you missed any of the games, you can check out, I've made a playlist both on the Dice Towers YouTube and on our own personal YouTube. You can head to the WSBG YouTube channel, go here to playlists, and go to all of the games, and you can see any of the games that happened in 2024. There's also playlists for any of the previous years as well if you want to watch some of those games and brush up on your strategy. I have our How to Win playlist as well with how you can win any of the games with tips from myself and from a lot of our winners, our past winners. But let me know as well. Let me know what else you would want to see on WSBG YouTube channel, or that we can host over on the Dice Tower Network as well. I have some designs for maybe some exhibition matches with our current ring winners, and just having them play against potentially special guests. That's what I've got in my brain right now, which I think would be a really fun idea. But if you have any other ideas of things that you want to see from us here at the WSBG to keep you excited about the event, that you can share with your friends and get them excited about the event so that they use your referral code so that you get some money to spend at the WSBG store while you're there. Seriously, whatever you want, let me know and I'll see what we can do to provide that for you. As always, we are committed here to making the WSBG a competitive place and a super friendly place, and a place that you want to come back to every year. And if there's any way that I can do that, please let me know. If there's any way that I can help you convince your friends to come with you, let me know. We had our winner of the Level Up tournament saying, I got to check with my wife if she's going to come to Vegas. And I said, listen, whatever you need, there are shows in Vegas. We can put together a list of shows for her. This can be a very exciting trip and event just to spend that time engaging with your favorite hobby. One of the things that I love about getting to go to the conventions is meeting all the people and meeting all these great people who I really connect with and love playing games with and love engaging in the hobby with and love finding people who are as passionate about the board gaming hobby as I am. That's one of my favorite parts about doing this job and being able to travel to a lot of these conventions with WSBG. And it really makes for an exciting and memorable time, one that I personally didn't think I would have as much fun at conventions as I did, and now I'm so addicted to them. Like, once you get into them, they're a super fun time, and I think a lot of that has to do with the community. If you find a community that you vibe with, if you find a space that fosters that community, that is what we want to be here at the WSBG, to foster that welcoming, friendly, and competitive environment. And have a space where we can all just celebrate. We can all just celebrate the hobby that we love putting our time in. And then also, go see a show. I might try to see a Cirque du Soleil show this year in Vegas. I think that'll be fun. I was talking with a friend about that the other day. I heard O is like the one to see. Make me go, oh! I said I was wrapping up, so I'll finish there. But yeah, I just wanted to take this opportunity to, you've made it to the end of the video. You're obviously engaged in WSBG, so let me know what else you want to see and in preparation for this upcoming year and this event. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to get your tickets. Use that code I am in. You have until the 30th to use that code I am in to save money off of any type of ticket. Also, if you participate in any one of my events that I'm running, I'll give you a secret special super discount code that you can also use if you haven't gotten your ticket yet. Of course, it's always better to get it earlier. It helps us. It helps you, because you don't have to spend as much, which you're going to spend anyway. And you can come, if you're in the area, you can come to WSBG for as little as $89. It's the hotel cost that adds in a lot of it, so make sure that you book your hotel cost now before prices go up on that. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm so thrilled to be here with you all. My name's Chris George, and on behalf of all of us here at WSBG Vegas, what are you waiting for? It's time to get in the game. I'll see you in September.